Hey now, hey now. I'm good. How are you guys? Girl, listen, I haven't even been live like that. Okay? This the most I've been alive. Been alive lately. It's been a while since I did a night live and then wake up in the morning and do a live. Been a while. Also, rewatching the live from yesterday or whatever, like, holy shit, I really do be yelling at the phone. And y'all be right here. Like, I could literally talk like this the whole time. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And you guys would hear like at damn near 1 o'clock in the afternoon, girl.
I am excited. Because the last time I was at the gas station, I was talking about freaking hide and go seek, and now I'm shit from Wasted Casey.
I don't even know who Wasted Casey is. I don't, but like, I don't know when people talk about him or bring him up, I'm like, who the fuck is that? The only thing that I know about Wasted Casey is he makes AI songs and then has a fucking what's it called? A LimeWire or whatever. What is it?
The Spotify?
Oh yeah, the Spotify of a playlist that he makes AI video or fuck. Thing as I said, how the fuck do people whole relationship in real life to fucking hump a pillow while talking sexually to somebody on the phone? I don't get it. Like, to somebody on the phone, I don't get it. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Sexual.
But Wasted Casey, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about playing hide and go, and somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. That just is what it is.
Even the comment with, now I know everybody, this is what I can't stand in real life. How many times has one of your friends or one of your family members or somebody you know going on vacation, going on a trip, and you make the comment, bitch, put me in a suitcase. You ain't even got to pay for me for, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden that's twisted. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. The shit with Kendra, like, bro, you've been making videos about Kendra for fucking months, speaking on her child, her parenting, her sobriety, everything. But you want to fucking twist and turn things that were said with no ill intent, no nothing, and making it into something. Bitch, we can't even say sour milk no more, Queenie. Don't do that. That was the most wildest shit I ever heard. Last night, I was like, how the fuck? Like, I told my husband today, we ain't buying milk no more.
I don't know about the milk thing. I go to bed, y'all. Everybody gets in trouble at night. I don't know what goes on, so I have to ask the next day what happened. So what's up with sour milk?
I don't know. Apparently it's racist. And that's the thing, like, you know, Smashley was laughing at me last night because we were echoing, which I get why she was laughing. It wasn't like she was laughing at me. No, she was laughing because, like, bro, we were like echoing. We sounded like we were both ETs, right? So she was like trying to tell me how to like turn the shit down so we weren't echoing or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she had made a comment. Is this your first time doing it? Yes. I don't do this type of shit. I literally went live because she started nitpicking last night, which fine, whatever, do you, right? But the shit that she was doing, there was 2 people that went into her box, okay? And they were talking about the Stephanie and Shannon and Megan and the lives that were happening all day yesterday. And she kept shutting that down to nitpick against Ratina. She even ended up, I think, telling Virgo, if I'm not mistaken, basically, now this is me paraphrasing, but basically the gist was she don't give a fuck about what was going on with any of the lives because right now what she's doing is nitpicking against, like, on Ratina. So let it just be that, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Then Florida.
Can I pause you for just one second? I need every single person in here to share the live because I'm gonna show something and I don't want a single motherfucker to miss it.
Well, I did pop in there last night when I woke up in the middle of the night, but I don't. Florida Man was in the box, and the bougie picture.
You know what? Let me just bring that up and say my piece on that part, okay? On Florida Man, the whole Florida Man thing with Bougie and the trolling and whatever. Here's my thing. I'm not stopping Bougie from coming back to the app. I never have. I haven't liked Bougie since day one. Let me say that again. I have not liked Bougie since day one. Bougie knows that. Did we have a conversation about my DV? Yes, we did. Did I tell her a little bit of my DV? Yes, I did. Nobody's denying that at all. I'm not stopping Bougie from going live, being in boxes, none of that. I've never stopped her before. She was live and everything up until the photo or the phone dump. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go into spaces that she was in. None of that. Like, I didn't bother her. Did I speak about her on my platform? Yes, I did. Here and there when shit would come up, I would, speak on it. Or if a situation was happening and, you know what I'm saying, Bougie had anything to do with it or had any of her little fingers in it, I would speak on her. Yes, I never hid that. Bougie used to write me while I would be live. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just coming in here and fucking talking. That's a Bougie problem. Bougie not being on the app right now has nothing to do with me. So trying to divert the fucking animosity, beef, or fucking feeling towards me and Florida Man is wild to me. Like, that's got nothing, me and Bougie got nothing to do with Florida Man at all. Also, when Florida Man came over here to quote unquote spread awareness about the CP picture, and I was talking over him, I was not talking over him to stop him from going after Shannon or Stephanie or none of that. I fully agree with him going after all of them, 100%. I will say that until I'm blue in the face. But if you're going to go after one, you need to go ahead and just speak on all of them because they all play a part in transferring fucking information, giving people's fucking government names and information to people, fucking all of that. Like, it's all, none of them bitches are innocent of that at all. That photo or that phone dump showed a lot of Bougie giving information to Leather. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't excuse Leather. That doesn't cancel out Leather asking and being so, what's Bubbles' information? What's Bubbles? Like, it doesn't. Over here with me, I don't cancel out one wrong because I don't like the next person. No, all them bitches are fucking wrong. All of them are. Every single one of them. They all need to be came for. Keep showing the shit that Leather was doing with the Muffin Man situation. I wasn't around for that, so I can't speak on that participation motherfucking fucking and fucking Stephanie because I want him to go after Bougie at all. Never. And fucking Stephanie because I want him to go after Bougie at all. Never once. I mean, hello, every live that I'm in that pertains to any of this shit, I always say I even told when Leather and Lace went into Bubbles' live, I went into the box and told her, fuck, you're sorry. Fuck you. You're just as dirty as everybody else. So this coming over here, kumbayaing and trying to flip the shit on just one person, all of you bitches are involved in this. You all are dirty ass bitches, period. But see, I don't know if Florida Man knows that because to my knowledge, he just came around.
He's here.
Else. So this coming over here, kumbayaing and trying to flip the shit on just one person, all of you bitches are involved in this. You all are dirty ass bitches, period. But see, I don't know if Florida Man knows that because to my knowledge, he just came around.
He's here. All right, I'm gonna jump down. I'm just proud to be at the gas station in the daylight, girl.
I need the cigarettes anyway, so I had to go to the gas station.
You need a cigarette. What kind of cigarettes? Let's see if we got them.
Marlboro NXTs. Or wait, what do they say I smoke? What's the cheap ones? Senecas. There we go. That's what they say I smoke.
Oh
I thought you were
my.
gonna go with Mavericks. I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead. What's up?
I just came up here. I've been around for a minute. I know most of the people involved. I know the important people involved. I know that Bougie's far more innocent than everybody is put on her.
With a lot of situations, and I give you that, Florida man. But when it comes to me and Bougie, you can't, like, no. To me, she's not innocent for the shit that I talk about when it comes to Bougie. There was somebody in Smash's Live last night talking about Bougie and Muffin Man's situation. I'm over here like, what the fuck? She knows this. She has some. What the fuck?
Everybody knows Muffin Man. Everybody does. Because Muffin Man's been here, there, everywhere. She's been on Petty's. She was a Petty mod for a while. She did her own thing. She did her own thing before Petty's. I mean,
well, I wasn't around with the Muffin Man kid shit, Stephanie shit. I didn't even know who they were, didn't know who they at all. Muffin Man is a new character for me. When she went into Pastor Petty's live, I was in the chat and she was green screening profiles and shit like that supposedly had her kids on there. And I was questioning that from the jump. Because I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, we were asking her questions. Nothing like I'm coming at you or anything. She made a comment about a lawyer, detective, or whatever. So Ratina asked about the AT&T and ain't seen her since. That was it. But I never told you to not go after anybody to focus on Bougie. Ever, never, not once. I don't have no beef with you and I don't talk shit about you. None of that. I'm not stopping nothing you're doing.
on Reddit.
What about on Reddit?
That's where you be talking shit.
Show me where I be talking shit about you on Reddit. I'm gonna give you the big box.
Okay, while he's doing that, can I just say something about the milk? Because this old woman has learned something new today. I'm a milk lover. And now I'm going to have to drink chocolate milk because apparently there is a group of political people who are using...
Girl, you snatched me from watching a video. She snatched me from watching the video.
I'm a milk lover. And now I'm going to have to drink chocolate milk because apparently... there is a group of political people who are using...
Girl, you snatched me from watching a video. She snatched me from watching the video. That shit came up and I was on Raptina's page. I'm sorry, sis.
It's okay. Because they say milk is pure white, they are saying, the group that begins with an M is using that as a symbol. And then the whole milk thing in general is because of the government, people being on the government heat. But now I'm going to have to drink chocolate milk.
Wait. So, what? Wait, what, sis?
It's cold up here.
Being on government
Good thing I'm
assistance?
lactose intolerant.
When I Googled, because I don't even know what was said about milk, somebody saying something about milk and it was racist.
So I told
had to
her,
Google it.
let me tell you. So I told her when she watched my video, because she went nitpicking, is what she called it last night. She went nitpicking to watch that video where Baked Potato and I went into her live. And then by the end of it, she was looking, she said, well, I don't have an opinion. I said, yeah, now you're looking like soured milk.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with her color. It was her response to the video.
Yeah. Okay.
She went nitpicking to watch that video where Baked Potato and I went into her live. And then by the end of it, she was looking, she said, well, I don't have an opinion. I said, yeah, now you're looking like soured milk.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with her color. It was her response to the video.
Yeah. Okay. I just had come in and heard them say something about milk being racist. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes, he came over. He came over, called Holly Mae off-white. Came over, called her off-white. Said Smash's face was ring. Jerry, he came over last night, tried to say it was racist. Said that
So was calling me the leader of a fucking lynch mob.
I agree. It said that she was wrinkly. Something about some buttermilk, which no type of milk was referred to. Strawberry milk. They were like strawberry. They tried to say it was racist. Said that
So is calling me the leader of a fucking lynch mob.
I agree. It said that she was wrinkly. Something about some buttermilk, which no type of milk was referred to. Strawberry milk. They were like strawberry milk, almond milk, and then he called Holly Mae off white. Yeah.
Well,
What am I going to show?
He said that I talk shit about him on Reddit, so I put him in the big box for him to show me.
okay, I'm gonna get down there. I just want to tell y'all what I found on Google this morning. Now,
So wait, what did it say, sis? Wait, what did
I
it
drink about a gallon of whole milk a day.
talks about the fact that milk is pure white, so the MAGA party is kind of saying that, they represent, people are showing pictures apparently of the MAGA folks drinking glasses of milk and all this
Milk
stuff.
helps my heartburn, so
It does mine too.
So it helps my if I have heartburn, I can drink a little milk and it settles it and it'll settle my stomach.
Bro,
Now
when I
I
used to drink, I'm not kidding. When I used to drink, because I don't eat menudo, I used to literally get a glass of cold milk with ice and slam that bitch for a hangover.
And I tell you, you put milk in the freezer and let it get just a little bit of ice over the top, and it's super cold. Dang, it's good. I sure never knew anybody was using it as a symbol of racism, though. So,
Right.
I keep getting distracted by the milk talk. Sis is right. If you get a little bit of ice in there, it is
I
like
do.
it's
I
fucking
used
milk
to.
everything.
I'm not kidding. I used to. Swear to God. Went for a hangover. Instead of eating menudo, I used to down a big ass glass of water or milk with ice in it.
yep.
I know, weird. I got it from my dad. I don't know.
You all have a good Saturday.
Don't say that, Turtle. Don't say that. Turtle said, I like chocolate milk, but it's expensive. You can't say that no more. These people are weird. So did she really go till 5 a.m? I fell asleep.
For a hangover, I'm not kidding. I promise you. Yeah.
I love almond milk and soy milk. I drank it my whole pregnancy with all my kids.
Florida man, which post are you speaking? Like, do you have a specific post? Because I'll just go through my comment history and show you.
What are we
No, it's I got it. I read it.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's somewhere. I got to find it real quick.
Oh, okay.
What is he talking about? What
He
is he
said
talking
that I
about?
talk shit about him on Reddit, so I'm looking, so I'm curious where.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like too bad, but it was like I don't go
Florida
on
man,
Reddit,
I don't
but
talk about
that is
you.
nasty.
Like, I do not speak ill about you. All I say is exactly what I say on live. Wild. That's like my response to a lot of shit. But anyways,
I just got a question. I heard something about like something was racially charged when talking to Viking. I didn't get to listen to the whole thing because we came over here.
Hold on. Viking, as soon as Florida Man's done, Viking's coming up. So just hold your
okay,
horse.
great.
Let's
Oh, great.
let's let Florida Man finish his part.
Okay, great. I'm gonna mute.
You can bring Viking up if you want. This might take me a second to find because I got this shit ton of screenshots. This like from a couple days ago.
Bubbles, are you in here?
he said racial, huh?
No, not you, Viking. You didn't say it. He said it to you. Something about being racially charged and being in there on a sneaky, and I definitely wasn't in there. But then I did hear the part about, calling and verifying about that number. And we actually did call to make sure that number, and a man answered, and he told me to call another number, which is the one that you showed last night.
Awesome. So that's what I was getting to. That's why I tell people always check. And I can only speak on what I knew, and I told Regina that today. But, I mean, I was shocked that Holly Mae's name was getting dropped. I'm like, y'all evidently don't know. Because anytime I hear anyone talk about Holly Mae, I know some good shit's going to come out. Always.
What I don't understand is like people go to people and like try and dig up shit. I was just talking about this, like when Bougie went to Britney, and Britney was cool with Sassy and Monster at the time. And I was like, somebody tagged Viking in one of my videos today. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, yeah. Nothing wrong here. But I'm going to set the precedent for what's about to be played. And after this, I've already went to war with Sassy Virgo, so I don't give a fuck. She will not have a space in this live after this is shown. Okay?
Okay.
Bubbles, you can. Floor is yours.
Okay. Moonbeam, you're famous.
The second
Suicide. That's why they
this
came back
morning.
inside. That's why she was 5150.
You want
Her
this
saying she
first,
wants
or do you care which order you want them?
Just saying, this was this morning.
Okay.
suicide. That's why they came back inside. That's why she was 5150. But she did send pictures to somebody pretending that those were her wrists that were cut up. She did.
So let
And
me
Brittany FAFO went around this app trying to tell people, and Monster with her big mouth and her lovely followers like you ladies.
Well, let me just ask you something
trying to-
real quick. Do you
Yeah.
think this is something you need to be discussing?
You know,
Discussing?
you know.
Fuck off. How about that? How about fuck all the way off?
Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out how to drop her.
You just fuck all the way off, girl.
Oh, they're nasty.
Sorry, I would have took care of her, but I was taking care of dog shit.
Now, can you play the one from last
Yeah,
night?
she did.
You were never my friend,
a photo
so I don't
of cut
care.
up wrists
I
saying
do
that
not
it was
care.
your wrists. They called
That
the
isn't
cops
even
to come
true.
by. The
That
cops
isn't-
looked at your wrist. They saw no blood.
Do
and
you
they
know
walked
what's
out.
crazy,
Then
Sassy?
heard you say you wanted to
Do you
commit
know what's
suicide
crazy?
for attention
All
on the app.
of this
monster.
shit that
You
you're
weird
saying
bitch.
right now
You
is
weird fuck.
exactly what she said. Even
You're a
though
weird
there were
fuck. She was
lives,
right. You accepted
there were lives done on. You were never my
a
friend.
photo
So I
of
don't
cut
care.
So what I'm going to say is you can watch Smash's face in that entire time. I don't know what she thinks she's trying to prove at all of this, but that really showed her character to me, and she can get fucked herself that she let that even go on for more than 30 seconds in her live.
Well, there should be a clip if Bubbles could play it where Monster was talking to Smash and Smash got pissed off and said, well, you know what? How did she say it? She said, you asked for this or some shit like that, and bring Sassy Virgo back in the box. And
I
then
didn't
sits
get
back.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for the whole live.
So that's what we're doing now? That's where Smash wants to go?
Well, last night, Monster brought up the CP thing and made sure she said my name to get my attention. And said, "Did you hear that, Viking?" I was like, "Oh shit!" So it got my attention. So of course I want to talk to Smashley. So she finally let me in the box. She asked me if I was going to be nice and polite and no yelling. Of course, that's how I am. Well, I jumped in. I was nice, surprisingly. And I was asking questions, and everyone knows when I ask certain questions, I'll ask it, and I'll come back to the same question like 3 or 4 questions later and ask it a different way to see if your answer changes or not. And like I told Rutina this morning, I'm like, yeah, things aren't adding up at all. She told me one thing, and Rutina showed me with video proof that she lied, like 100%. And that's why I like to go on live about this stuff and talking on live, because you'll have people reach out with videos and proof and everything like that showing all this shit. And the one video that got me is when they agreed that it doesn't matter who originally sent a picture at all, which I think is BS. Anybody who sends that type of shit should go down. And I still stand by my word. With Malibu sending that picture out, she's just as bad as the first person that sent it out.
So, Viking, you saying that, can I ask you a question? Because I waited for you to ask her that question. I don't know if you did because I fell asleep. But why is it that she's saying even if she did report, whether it was the day after or the day, I don't know, they said there's evidence of that. She didn't do it until she was doxxed. But why is it that she didn't report her friend as well?
And that's I didn't ask that question, but I kind of figured I worded it a different way. I did say, so when it comes down to it, if you're saying that you reported it, they're going to ask you, where did you get it from? You're going to have to say you got it from her, which would be Malibu. So then they're going to go to Malibu and ask Malibu, where'd you get it? And the minute she points to the next person, she just put herself in the case as well for sending out child pornography.
Mm-hmm.
So she did. Then she tried to play a video showing that Malibu showed remorse, and there was none. You can tell there was no, like, she didn't have a nervous laugh. That's the word they used, a nervous laugh. Because I got other videos sent to me where she was making fun of the picture, joking about the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the screenshot today showing that in Smashly's live, and Smashly acknowledged the comment. They were talking about how one chick was going to go in and find out what chat group it was, but they were sharing those pictures in an open chat group. So you got a whole pedo ring of a chat group of people sharing that picture in there and having that picture in the chat group.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they don't want, the reason why they're not dropping main names, and everybody who's on this app knows that once you don't drop somebody's name, it's because you're hiding something your damn self.
Right.
And I've said this before, I don't care if I hate you or you hate me, if it comes to a child, if you can't put your differences aside, you're just a bunch of pieces of shit as well.
And that's where it started, was asking her about it. And then, of course, she's been defending her heart ever since.
Well, I'm going to catch her live again tonight because I have questions, because I got more receipts today than she provided last night. That video where she's like, oh, I only got this part, it shows that she showed of Malibu in her nervous laugh. Like, yeah, I only got this part, there's nothing else out there. I get the whole thing.
She said she had the whole live, though. She told you I have the whole live, and then she only played a clip of it. And it was actually her live. So she does have the whole live. To show context prior to that, she kept making a reference, letting you know, well, you don't even hear what happens before that. Well, you have the live. It's yours. So she does.
And that's what I like. I'm known on here to go after pedos. Everyone knows that. It didn't take no more than 2 or 3 hours before I had that whole live dropped to me.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. We saw you enter the room.
Oh, yeah. And that's crazy how she's like, who's Viking? I don't know who Viking is. I'm like, please, we argued before. You just don't remember.
That's typically how it's been going lately.
But, you know, I don't know who this Shannon chick is. But what I've noticed out of everything, and I told Regina this before she told me, is all this came out when they started beefing, when they started arguing. All of a sudden, yeah, I seen that honeybee. All of a sudden, they want to go after each other and bring out all this dirt. It's like, why are you bringing up dirt? If you were comfortable enough to sit with them when they were doing it, stay comfortable sitting with them.
And that's the thing that I don't understand is the part where Malibu was telling Smashly about it. She's laughing because it was a dig at Florida Man.
Yep.
So that justifies a child. It was 2 children, 2 different children being shown with their private areas. But it was funny because it was about Florida
And
Man.
Shrek with his privates out.
And Shrek, yes. And a Shrek. So there was 3 pictures shown. Shrek was the last one. We did see that one.
Yeah, and I'll stand by what I say. If anybody in this damn app gets a picture of a fucking kid, the first thing you do is contact law enforcement. You don't get an email them, you contact them. You don't send it out to people. You don't. Malibu.
She didn't want to answer it, though, that night. And so then other things transpired in order to deflect from that. And then now it's like, oh, well, let's nitpick.
And I went in Smashly's box that very night and told her to send whatever she had to the email that Retina had provided after Queenie spoke to a detective or officer on the phone in the box live.
Yes. I was live and I actually called.
And he said, okay, send over the proof. Well, we didn't have it because we didn't see it. So I went to Smashly's live. And even though she looked irritated, I thought she sent it right then and there. Well, there's proof that she didn't. Also a clip where she tells Shannon, if you doxed my house, I'll send that over to the police.
Not only that, she also made the statement that she was holding on to it in order to send to another detective. She said that on live.
I mean, that's awesome and all. Hold on to it. Send it to another detective. They put it in the system, find out there's another case number out there. You can get forwarded to that detective, but
I'm only saying that because she told you last night she deleted it. She said she didn't have any of it left.
right.
That's the only reason I'm telling you that, because she said she didn't have any of it left. But the last we heard her say was she was holding on to it to give to another detective.
Which I don't understand. But here's the thing, I got that information for the police station in the email, and I put it up on a green screen right within minutes of getting it. So if somebody contacted her to send it to somebody else because of small towns, why didn't they have that information provided to her at that moment?
Wait, no, Retina, last night she said that she sent it to the email that you gave her.
I know, but a couple days ago she said she was holding on to it because she was going to send it to a different person.
She was waiting for them to reach out. But then last night she told you she didn't have any of it left.
I mean, because last night I even said, when I said it, Retina, I'm like,
So this is what I'm going to say.
I'll just ask her.
Viking knows that I'm staying out of a lot of, people's issues and stuff that they bring up and stuff. But when it comes to a fucking kid and shit like that, this is going to be my fucking word on it. Whether I know you or not, if you get a fucking picture from somebody, or if anybody sends you a picture of that such nature, you better fucking report it, period. Not pass it around, not fucking wait to, have somebody else fucking talk to a detective or whatnot. You yourself have the responsibility at that point to fucking contact the police, period. Okay? It don't matter if you're a big content creator or whatever, okay? If you are hiding something for somebody just because you're friends with them on this app, I can promise you 90% of these motherfucking people, all right, ain't gonna fucking look twice before turning your ass in on anything. Period.
Right.
Anybody sends you fucking shit about a fucking child, you get any information about a fucking child being abused in any way, shape, or form, turn that motherfucker in right the fuck away. Don't fucking hold out, don't wait, because if the longer you wait, one, something else can happen. Two, now you're looking fucking guilty if you are holding on to something and waiting for certain people to turn it in. You know what I mean?
Now, with that being said, two different people last night in live both got the picture. And I talked to him. Florida Man got the picture, but Florida Man did exactly what you said. He got the picture given to me, he turned it in.
Right, and like that's understandable. But what I'm saying is that the moment you ever get a picture like that,
Malibu
turn that motherfucker in. It don't matter if they're popular or any of that shit on this app.
Well, that's why I told everyone last night. I mean, don't do what Malibu did. If you all get pictures of kids, call the police and send them in. Don't come to me and be like, hey, look at what I got.
I've had too many fucking people on this app that I have turned in, that I've made reports on, and yes, they have had a bigger following than I have.
I love bigger followings. They go down faster.
Exactly.
That's why I can't.
Who insinuated I put a false email out? Excuse me? Who said that?
I said you did check that. I go, because last night I didn't say you put a false one out, because I did check the number, and the number didn't come back until I showed the correct one. I was like, the email, I don't know. I'm going to check out the email. And then somebody in the chat goes, no, that email's correct. And then they enlightened us and told us that they got a hold of that detective. And the detective confirmed, yes, that's the email. So the email was confirmed yesterday to be real.
Bubbles, are you in here?
Oh, should I just say, go?
And as somebody said, you see something, hear something, you fucking report that shit right the fuck away. It ain't no fucking joke, it ain't no playing matter. And this comes from a fucking survivor. Alright? Don't fucking wait.
Like when I first heard the story that Malibu sent the picture, I was gonna step on her throat and lie.
Oh, she got reported. What the fuck?
Did you mean to be in the box, lady?
Yeah, I got reported 3 or 4 minutes after I was dropped, but I won my appeal. Just quit freaking reporting people. Damn.
Well, man, I'm gonna let you jump, or I'm gonna take you out the box real quick until you find that picture. It might be easier for you to find it.
But
Bubbles, these were from last night, correct?
What?
I'm just verifying. This was all from last night, right?
Everything I found out is from
Yeah, what you sent me. Play,
And what you
I'm
found?
playing, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I heard Malibu sent the picture, but then I heard somebody sent it to Malibu. Everybody agrees with me on this. I guarantee it. If you get a picture and you don't turn it in the police department, but instead you decide to send it out to other people,
you're just as fucking guilty.
You're just as good. Not just you are guilty, 100%. You are doing exactly what the person did towards you, and you deserve to be on the registry. 100%. I mean, every parent out there would want to know if their neighbor is the type to be taking pictures of kids and sending it out to people. Smashley on the live last night stated that she doesn't believe that they should be on the registry.
No, you get something from somebody, whether you know them or not, you immediately report them. Period. You're just as guilty if you hang on to.
You tell me.
Sent around to who, Monster?
Sent to
Say it.
you.
To
Sent
me. And then what
to
did I
you.
do? What did I do with that one picture? What did I do with that one picture?
And these
Monster?
motherfuckers want to talk
What
about
did
This
I
is
mental
what
health.
you were
What
talking
did
about,
I
Holly.
do about
What
sending
did I
pictures
do?
of a
What
naked
did I
baby?
do?
Say the same.
Viking, did you hear? I'm
Answer my
asking you.
question.
Who
Answer my
sent it?
question. Otherwise, all right. If you want to play games, that's fine.
If I want to play games, what?
Yep.
And then she let Sassy back in the box. If you want to play games,
Say everything
You know what, Sassy?
Yeah.
Do you even know why Smashley and I aren't fucking getting along? Because she's protecting somebody that sent pictures of a naked baby. That's what this is about. Viking, did you hear me? Pictures of a naked baby were sent around. That's why we're all fighting over here.
Sent around. Sent around to who? Monster?
I don't know. You tell me.
Sent around to who,
Oh, this
Monster?
is the same
Sent
one.
to
Say it.
you.
To me.
Sent
And then what
to
did I
you.
do? What did I do with that one picture? What did I do with that one picture?
This is women talk. Spend time on the internet doxing.
So why
This is
can't
why you hang out with a man like Florida Man, but talking shit about Corey West when they're just actually he's worse than Corey West.
Florida Man, do I sit with you?
What do you mean? You were just trying to fucking tell me to talk to him.
No, I wanted you to not think that he was so
He's a
bad.
piece of
I don't
shit.
know why
The
you think he
motherfucker's a piece of shit.
And
Okay.
why am I a piece of shit?
Because you dox women, bitch, instead of working. That's why you're a piece of shit. You dox
Where's
women
your
and sleep in a fucking van instead of
Where's
getting a
your
fucking
receipt?
job. That's why you're a piece
Where's
of
your
shit. No man will spend time on the internet doxing women and putting them in danger, bitch.
No
Sick
one
bitch.
wants to-
Common
no one
sense,
wants to-
fuckface.
who wants to make
You
fun of
bitch.
someone?
You're
Shall we
fat
talk
fuck
about
that
Sassy?
lived in a minivan
All
doxing
about
women.
yourself.
What more do you need, Monster, to know his
Because
bitch is a
nobody
loser?
like you
You
do not have
bitch.
credibility.
You weak bitch. You're weak,
You're
Monster.
loud.
That's
You're
fine.
loud.
You're a weak bitch.
That's- you
I'm
can
gonna
call
make
me
your time on
whatever
this app very uncomfortable. You watch
You
this.
just talk over people, Sassy.
Shut
That's
up,
all
Florida
you
Man.
do.
This is women
That's
talk.
all you do is talk
Florida
over
Man,
people.
go
I'm
grab
listening
your
to how
dick.
it's
Maybe go
supposed to be talked over because
go
nobody hears
touch
you
on
and
your
nobody
dick,
listens.
bitch. This is women talk.
Is that supposed to be a...
To be fair,
This is women talk, Florida Man.
hold on. Can I say something real quick? But to be fair, like Monster just talked over me, so like Monster does the same thing.
Holy shit. What's going on? Is that you all right?
So Monster admitted that she faked the 5150 when she accepted Brittany FAFO's apology.
Absolutely not.
Yes, she did.
No.
She's Ashley and people you wanted to marry her. You actually told Pastor Petty that the reason why you didn't come with me when I walked away was because you had to walk away slowly from May May. Bitch, you were up May May's ass. You loved her. You love dirty people because you're a dirty bitch.
When the
You're a dirty
transcripts-
bitch, Monster.
when the transcripts
Brittany
started being
FAFO this whole time was right about you.
I don't care what
He
you
was
think,
right about
Sassy.
you. Lied.
You said that you were never my friend,
A photo
so I
of
don't
cut
care.
up wrist
I
saying
do
that
not
it was your
care.
wrist. They called
That
the
isn't
cops
even
to come
true.
by. The
That
cops
isn't-
looked at your wrist. They saw no blood.
Do you
and
know
they
what's
called
crazy,
Then
Sassy?
her, you said you were people you wanted to marry her. You actually
Trying not to get hit again.
It's just one part, right?
Yeah, that live lasted forever. That live,
I think it was a little over 4 hours. Yeah.
yeah. Because when I mean, that's
I think the YouTube.
I jumped in talking to her about the picture situation because when I got out, she went right back to talking about Monster and that.
Turtles, did you want up?
But I do think it's funny. Like if you guys hear me say I know somebody, like if y'all come in my live and y'all say, "Oh, Hensley," or Holly Mae, I'm gonna go to Holly Mae. I know her. Y'all brought up Rotina's name. I said, "Oh, I know her," but you go to her page and you're like, "Hey, Viking, this is Rotina," and Rotina replied back with, "Oh, I know Viking."
That's embarrassing for people when they think they're like outing somebody and they're like, "Hey, what's up?"
Right? It's like what I love the most, Rutina, is when I get in a chat and they're like, there he is. I'm like, what's up, motherfucker? They're like, oh, did you hear? No, I'm here for you, motherfucker. I heard you going around this live saying you're gonna get Viking. What the fuck am I gonna do for you, bro? Like, you realize that, like, who was it? Oogie wanted to come get me to go after growing them for going after him for standing up for a pedo. So you think I'm going to back you for standing up for a pedo compared to people that are going after you for that? No, I'm good. I'm here for them. So yeah, fuck it. Don't use my name unless you tell me about it.
The Neighborhood Watch gas station account y'all can block. That's not a good account.
Lady J. But to the person who tagged me saying this is Rutina, thank you for allowing me to find those videos quicker. Made it so much easier.
Yeah, Bubbles has like 3 clips.
Played 3 clips.
Oh, you did? That was all?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, after then, I had my people record me questioning her, because what I do is I'll go back and I'll write down my questions, write down her answers. Then, when I go back and re-question in different ways, if she changes it, then I'm going to start catching on. But I already got on by the videos that were sent to me today.
Okay, the chat's asking if you can replay them, Bubbles. Is that okay?
Oh, there it is. Neighborhood Watch is the one that confirmed that the email was real. There you go. Just go. That's who it was.
Me to do?
The chat wants you to replay them, so I guess some people missed them.
I'm trying not to get popped again. Which one?
Do you guys, which ones do you want? The first ones I had her play, or just the ones that she just played?
Hey, Holly, let me ask you something real quick. You good with Queen of Blessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, I just need you to say it out loud, because I've already told her, like, I don't hold none of this against her. I understand, like, a lot of people
What
are
she got to do with any of this?
No, and that's what I'm saying. But, that was a safe space for a lot of people until they've seen what's been going on the last few days. And they don't want, how Blue got up and said, she hopes we don't look at her no different. I mean,
I don't care where anybody's at. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's what I was saying about Bougie. I'm not stopping Bougie from coming back on the fucking internet at all. I'm not doing nothing to stop her from fucking going back. None of that. None of that. None of that. I'm saying they're all fucking dirty and trying to justify showing 2 different children because it was a slam at Florida Man was like, what?
Right. And I mean, I like Queen of Blessings. I didn't stop liking her through any of this. So I just was asking for her because, I like her. And I know a lot of people are hurt that was their safe place and they've seen a lot of things go on. And I would hope that they know that I'm not holding none of that against them. It wasn't their actions.
No, she's messaged me too.
Also, my comment yesterday about Hensley being in Smashly's live was not like, oh my God, there's Hensley in there. Look at her supporting. It wasn't like that either. People were in the chat talking about how long before Hensley ends up in a box or some shit like that. And I was like, Hensley she ain't gonna do that. Like, she ain't over there, because I see Hensley in all the lives. So whether all of it that's going on or just a little bit of what's going on, like, I don't see Hensley as somebody who's gonna just, you know what I'm saying, just jump in the box and be like, oh yeah, fuck them, talking about us. So that's why I said, and then when I seen Hensley over there, I was like, oh, Hensley is over there, like, okay. And then Kendra was talking about a video that Hensley made or whatever I didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lie, I was more focused on what Smashly was doing and talking about than to divert the whole conversation onto Hensley. So I didn't make it a big conversation. But I wasn't talking shit about Hensley, for one. For two, I was confused as fuck when she was being spoke about. Like,
I actually was shocked.
Needs to be shown, or what proof needs to be shown, or what the fuck she's talking about. Kendra spoke on why she walked away from Hensley. That ain't got shit to do with me.
And all I said was about her saying like gift the host and stuff like that. I mean, over in Friends with Attitudes, that's what they do. She was a mod over there. So
right, I ain't got no bad blood with Hensley. My only issue was all the fucking clearing up I had to fucking always do. Like, Hensley, that's not, like, when she said me and Bougie were friends and then we fell out, that's not true. We were never friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I never made it a big deal, and I didn't fucking, like, no.
Right.
Dude, when I hear shit about Hensley, or if I hear shit about Holly Mae, those two names, like, I probably talked to Holly Mae once and Hensley probably once, maybe twice. Like, I take it with a grain of salt, because it's like, dude, I don't even talk to them. I know enough to know that they don't do that shit. It's like, that's why I was shocked when I heard you guys' names yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
He hears my name. He's like, probably true.
Nah, I kept you out of that. But no, I did say this. Like, last night, I was like, Retina handling a pedo case thing. I was like, that's new. I haven't heard that. That's why I was shocked. That's why I was like, I know her, so I'm going to reach out to her. And of course, somebody did it for me, tagging me in some video.
Bro, this literally came left field. Like, we've, you know, Shannon, Leather, all of them been being recorded and shit like that, because what they do is say things one day and then switch it the next day. So people been recording them. Nobody expected those pictures to even be like used as a dig at Florida. Like, nobody could have expected that. These bitches be doing some off the wall shit, but something like that, nobody's seen it coming. I'm
so many things irk the hell out of me. Like, A, you guys don't turn the picture in right away. You allow it to keep getting shared. B, you guys say that you guys turned it in, but then you guys can't show that it's been turned in. There's only been a couple people that could actually prove it's been turned in. Thanks to them, it's been turned in. But the ones that are sharing the picture out have not turned it in. And then to come to find out that you guys talked about a chat group, an open chat group that has those pictures circulating in that chat group. Like, I want to know what chat group that is, because I want a list of all those motherfuckers that are in that chat group. Like, y'all could drop me in just so I could screenshot your names and I'll jump right back out, but I mean, that's up to y'all. I mean, don't mind me.
I think that's a Discord or some shit. I don't know.
I'm thinking it's Discord too, because I seen another video today talk about a group, and then somebody said Discord, and someone's like, oh yeah, Discord. Like, that, they work on Discord. Well, Discord's easy to get into. I could get into their shit without them adding me. Just play nice. Like, hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Got a couple questions for you. Have a seat. I made some cookies. But no, last night, so everybody that heard me talk to Smashley last night, the ones that do know me, know that I'll listen to what she says. I'm not going to believe what she says. I'll take it with a grain of salt due to the fact that it always happens. It's going to happen the same way it happened this morning. I'm going to get somebody that's going to reach out to me with videos, and Regina did that with videos that counteracted everything that this woman said. And then before that, I had messages from a lot of people, a lot of men and women that are in the chat below us, legitly telling everything that's going on. There's the monster. But I want to thank Monster for, screaming my name last night.
I just woke up, sorry. I didn't mean to request.
Oh, shit. You want to come back up in a minute, or?
No, I just have one thing to say.
Here's my proof. You want my proof, everybody? There's the number. You can call it yourself. We've had conversations.
It's weird, because that's the same number I showed last night.
I only saw a black screen on Retina.
You didn't see it?
I didn't, but maybe it just messed up on my end. It sounded like Viking. Oh, I see it now.
There you go.
And Queenie actually spoke to somebody while live in a box. The only time she muted was when she was giving
My information.
names. Yeah, when she was giving her information. Other than that, she called live while live
Immediately.
in a box. And then I went over to Smashly's to tell her to send in the proof to that email. And the email Ratina showed is the email that the officer gave Queenie to give or to send shit.
So that's why I'm glad. Damn, I already forgot the person's name on here. Night Watch or whatever. That's why I'm glad that person jumped in the live last night, because when I talked about the number, all right, first off, it's the wrong number. It goes this number that they green screened. They green screened this number, not Ratina or anyone. They green screened this number. It was a victim service hotline. So I explained what that was, and someone's like, "Oh no, that's the phone number to the police department." I'm like, no, and I put the phone number to the police department up. And I was like, that's the number to the police department. And then I go, now for the email, I'm going to check into the email, and that's when they came in. It's like, no, that is the email. I talked to the guy. I was like, well, there it goes. Cleared it up right there. So, don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to let Monster talk. She just woke up. Let her sip on that coffee first.
I'm just going to say this. I've repeatedly tried to choose peace, mind my own business. And there are people behind the scenes reaching out with resources on how to handle this situation. So, yeah, I'm not going to be allowing this anymore. I'm going to hop down. Thank you.
Monster.
Yeah.
We want you.
I know.
I was going to say, you're still my best man.
We
can't
love
do
you and we want you.
Also, that situation that happened last night, that nothing like what Smashly knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
I just want you to know that. Do you remember that long message I sent you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to stick to that and believe that in yourself, because even though some people are falling off and showing their true colors, what I said in that message stands true to probably 50% of the people in this chat. You stick to people that appreciate you, see you, and understand you. Fuck everybody else. The only reason I want these clips replayed is to show other people's character, and that has nothing to do with you, and I feel very upset that it involves you in that way.
That's okay.
Well, I want to thank her for, like I said, thank you for saying my name out loud. It caught my attention. Now, yes, it was bad. I'm glad it happened the way it did last night, because it gave me the opportunity to say what you said, because you called my name out. Because now everybody that was in that live hearing the bullshit going on, they're going to be watching her lives more. And now that I got more stuff on her and I go in that live and talk about it, that's more people that are going to hear and see what she did. Which,
And every comment that's being made by Nicole like that, just screenshot them and send them to me.
Monster.
Because they're saying now they haven't even started with me yet. That's cool. It'll end with me though.
Monster, can you hear me, baby? Can you hear me, baby?
I'm gonna hop down.
Monster, can you hear me?
Monster.
What?
Miss Homie's talking to you.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Monster, can you hear me, sweetie?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You're wanted here. You're loved here. You don't need nobody else. We got you.
Yeah, that's what they said over there too.
Okay, okay, Monster, I'm going to say this. And I told this last night. Last night, I told everybody, Monster and I got off on a bad foot with Monster. Come to find out what I heard about Monster was wrong. What she said about me was wrong. So that was my bad.
Please don't send me any gifts. I have to hop down. I'm like really overwhelmed. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna message you off here because I like talking to you anyways.
Rest, baby. We love you though.
Take care of yourself other than everything else.
But no, like I said, Monster and I got off on bad foot, like really bad foot. But then when I needed something, she was there for me. So yeah, it's nothing like I didn't need money, I didn't need this. She was that one person. Like everybody needs that one person that will actually listen. and she did. And she was one of the people, along with believe it or not, Sassy and her were both the ones that steered me away from being so vile like I used to be. And then when I got with my girl now, she's the one that solidified it. Nicole's another one that told me. Nicole's the one that basically told me that I can get my point across without being so vile. And my point's been getting across a lot more louder with me being calm than it with me being loud. So people can be vile, yes, but a lot of people made me who I am today. So, but Monster's 100% been there for me. She's still been there for me to this day. That's why she's going to be the best man at my wedding. She's awesome. But Smashley, I'm coming for you tonight. Just to let you know, I got some questions. I wrote them down. I'm not going to forget this time.
I was going to say something to Monster, but I'm just going to send her a message because I'm probably going to cry. It's been an emotional week for me anyway, for other things. So, bye.
Sis, are you okay, sis?
I'm okay.
How's the weather?
It's cloudy.
It's not cloudy here, it's just cold. Is
Yeah.
it at least warm there? It's nice and warm there at least?
I think it's about 55.
That's not warm. I was going to sit outside, enjoy the weather, and ponder on things.
If the sun was shining, 55 would be nice and warm for me. So, y'all have a good Saturday.
You too.
Do you know you're in a box?
Oh yeah, what's so? Yeah. Did we ever find those receipts?
You said what? I didn't hear shit. You just said what?
Did Florida man ever find those receipts that he's been looking for?
Oh, I don't know.
I see Gail in a box, but I can't kick her out. Do you see
Me
Gail in a
either.
box?
I see her in a box, but I can't kick her out. I don't know what's going on with the boxes.
Okay, so I'm going to start answering a lot of questions that has been in the chat. The gas station account that is not good is the one that is connected, or the neighborhood gas station watch. That's the account that y'all should block. You don't. I see Gail right under blue. Maybe change your the layout for a second.
I see Gail too. Don't mind me. I'm just sewing a patch on the back of my fucking hat because hat's 10 years old and I ain't ready to get rid of this damn thing.
Oops.
No, go,
Hello.
go eat your snack, baby. All right.
Dad, I want this pink.
No, you're not. No, because then you're.
Yeah, I don't see her now either. Okay, so the gas station neighborhood watch, that's a no-go. You can get rid of it, block it, whatever you want to do. It's not a good account. Secondly, I need you guys to pay attention and think about this. When I put that video up of Malibu and Mallory talking, right? Y'all have seen that because y'all have lots of questions about it. Take that friendly conversation. Now think back into Smash's chat, where lately she has said she has no beef with Mallory. There's no issues with Mallory. They're good. If you've been paying attention to the past few weeks, Rissa comfortably goes in there and says, check IG. Check IG. Comfortably. When Robert was brought up, she said, don't talk about Robert because I'm friends with him and I speak on the phone. Do you remember Malibu said that she was a part of that 5 a.m. phone call that happened before Robert's Live? Is anything starting to connect?
So it was around that time. Also, Viking, I don't have anybody muted.
Hey, Holly, I don't think Mrs. Homie was done talking, was she?
I don't know.
What happened to her?
She got dropped.
I didn't touch any buttons.
Last night, I got a good portion of it, all the way till I left, and the starting of before Monster and Sassy got boxed. I got that live recorded. I'll either send it Telegram or I'll download Discord if you guys need it. So whoever needed it, just message me and I'll get you that recording. Or I'll send it to Retina if you know who she is. Then she.
Who the fuck's Retina? Holly Mae, can you answer Neighborhood Watch question? I think you know the answer to that more than I do.
Yes, Smash was in the box when Leather did the phone dump. It was Smash, Rissa, and Mallory. That's when I stopped going to Smash's Live. I didn't say anything. I didn't make a big deal out of it at that time. Nothing. I just stopped going in there.
So the video with Malibu talking to Mallory isn't recent. That was back then.
That long ago.
Okay.
Now, for the people that don't know this,
Homie, if you're still in here, I doubt that anybody dropped you on purpose, but the TikTok is a glitching bad. So if you're here, please come back.
I do too.
Yeah, and for a second there, Gail was in the box and wasn't in the box, and the boxes like got fucked up for a second.
Oh, like I understand coming into lives and your friends are here and like you support other people, but can like the outside beef stop in the chat and can we actually just focus on the shit that's going on? Like, because it's kind of serious.
I mean, I said last night in the live, I don't care about what's going on anywhere else. Neither should anybody else. It's
Right,
about
there's a bigger picture than your bullshit. You know, I don't like her, he don't like me kind of shit. There's a bigger picture fucking going on here too.
But I do want to say this: the situation about the Malibu and Smashley and stuff like that. For the ones that don't know this, that is new. That happened on I want to say it was what, Easter Sunday?
Yeah, the Saturday before Easter. Yeah,
The Saturday before Easter.
So
before you all had your ham and shit.
Recent.
So yeah, so that is recent for everybody that is wondering that.
Ow!
I didn't do it.
Just stabbed myself.
It was the 13th.
All right, still recent.
Yeah.
and I did post a video before we went live. I don't know who's watched it, but I think I did a fair job of pointing out Malibu's character for what I have receipts on. And her always saying that she doesn't DM people or be messy. I also proved that to be incorrect as well in that video. So I'm sure I'll lose my account today. So I'm just, watch it, report it, whatever.
Join the club. I'm going to lose an account after I get done with all this shit.
Viking, you got like 20 other accounts.
No, I only have 2. I'm going to be making more tomorrow.
Hazel, she did not because she doesn't think it's important and nobody should ask where you get receipts from, even though she demanded Florida Man to say where he got his. So that's confusing to me.
Oh, Florida Man's not in here. I was going to tell him. That's another thing, since we're talking about this CP case and stuff like that. If you guys do run across anything like that, and like I said last night, if you guys need help with anything, I'll help you guys look stuff up, get stuff that you need. Or if it's not been reported, you can come to me. Florida Man, that's what I want to tell you, Florida Man. That case that you had that you showed me yesterday, I will not be involved on that one due to the fact that It's an open case, I believe it is, because it's already been taken to law enforcement. Once it's taken to law enforcement, if I'm not directly involved with it, I stay out of it due to the fact that they don't need me. It's already been done the correct way. The only time I stay involved is if I get subpoenaed, like I just did about a week ago, or if I'm the one that turned it in and they need me to email them. So if it's already been an open case to the police department, then I stay out of it. But with the with the Smashley situation, it's been reported. I'm going to get involved because not everybody's been reported. My question is, why didn't Smashley report her friend? Is she waiting for those two to fight before she does it, like she did to who? Shannon and Stephanie?
So that is the Leather and Lace and Stephanie thing I talked to you about yesterday, which is an open case for Stephanie. So that's also good because it confirms to the people down in the chat that it is an open case. So
What is?
Stephanie.
About what?
About the kids in the account.
Oh.
Like against her, or she opened one?
No, like it's open.
I know, but against her,
Muffin
or
Man?
she opened it.
Did she open the case, or did the case get opened up against her?
I believe it got opened up against her. But I know I did too.
If there's a case opened up on somebody for doing something, yeah, go ahead, bring it up, talk about it. But if a case is open up, if somebody opens up a case, then I'm not going to involve myself with the cases. They did the right thing already. If there's a case open up against you, I'm going to make you feel uncomfortable on this app.
You feel uncomfortable? She's a piece of shit.
Oh, I'm the type that would send out flyers to people's fucking. I mean, we talked about this before, Blue. Let's go and drop some flyers off in the city and start hanging them up on walls and.
Oh hell yeah!
People hang out. We were going to go do that to that woman in South Bend last week.
I'm gonna drop. I got somewhere to be. I thank you guys. Thank you, Viking, for coming and actually listening because we were yelling at our phones. I promise.
People were waiting for me to yell out.
I mean, spitting at the phone. We saw as soon as you went in. To be gaslighted was crazy.
I've had enough Viking yelling for my life.
I was gonna say, for as long as I've known Viking, like that started becoming my white noise to fall asleep was Viking yelling.
Man, we waited. No, the way he handled it was good. We were spitting at our phones just watching him being gaslit. So, I'm glad that he actually took the time out of his day to come and, listen to the other side of it.
Right.
But thank y'all. Holly, I'll see y'all in the streets. I got to drop.
All right. Have a good day.
On TikTok streets, damn. Better be back before the lights turn on.
Man, I miss those days.
Holly he just clarified that Muffin Man opened the case against Stephanie.
Muffin Man.
Yeah. No, that's a whole nother story.
But yeah.
Florida Man, are you going to show the proof or do you want me to post it? Because come on, you are Mr. Receipt, so you can't just make accusations and not put it up. Come on now.
That's why I said if there's a specific post, I can just go look at or screenshot my comments.
Holly, I didn't mean to request. I'm sorry. I'll drop down.
All right.
Oh, good seeing you.
Did Florida Man report what?
Florida Man did send it to an email. He did send it to the email that was provided. So, yes, he reported that picture. He reported it right away. Last night, Smashley said she reported it right away. That was determined to be a lie. Thank you, Maury Povich, for helping me out with that. Again, she didn't report it right away, and it added up. Everybody in the chat was saying, no, she waited till these people were arguing before she turned it in, and that's exactly what happened. I could speak for myself. I could speak for Vertina, Holly Mae, and Blue when I say this. If we're live and somebody sends us something, if we do not have a second bias, we are the type that we will end our live without telling you what's going on, and we will report it right away. That's why the PD is always open 24/7. You don't have to wait till business hours.
Well, I'm going to remind everybody, since there's so many people in here, initial night where it was shared from Shannon. If you were in that live and you have yet to report it to the phone number that Retina just showed, you can also go on the FBI website and do it anonymously. My friend is an agent. We discussed it. I didn't see it personally, but I did make him aware of the situation, and he said anybody can report it to them. There's another place, I can't remember the name of it right offhand. Y'all could probably say it before I can. Anyway, you can report it anonymously through them if you were in the live, if you saw it firsthand. I see 3. Yes. Thank you. You can still do that if you witnessed the live. They take it very seriously. They said, unfortunately, a lot of small towns sometimes put stuff to the wayside, or they let their district attorneys handle it and they have a full caseload, but you can still report it to them. They will look into it. Don't think, thanks Neighborhood Watch, NCMEC as well. Don't think for a second that it's not being seen.
Not even that. I'm going to piggyback off you real quick. Even if you think it's nothing, even if you think it's something small, the smallest thing could be the tipping point to break something. So even if it's something little that you have on them that could help a case out like this, turn it in.
Okay, just want to remind y'all of that. Thank y'all. Blue, and you need to give the baby the snacks. She asked nicely for them snacks.
She done been eating snacks ever since I started.
It sounds like you eat them, because I just heard that rapper. You
Now,
eat some snacks.
Listen, growing babies, feed them babies.
Trust me, this baby is damn well fed, even though she acts like she's not.
Oh, you heard her? Blue's going to get beat up by his kid today.
Bro, please don't speak that into existence, all right? I got to deal with it every day.
It's happening. Oh, shit. Oh, and with that phone, somebody said...
When did you make that? I'm already 40 days back and I can't find it.
You said what?
Keep looking.
I said, when did you write that? I'm already 40 days back and I can't find it.
My baby's 4321.
When did I write
The more people
what?
report it, the more
I'm
I'll get
gonna go look.
traction. And the fact that they did it online and they were trafficking it, and then there's comments with those people talking about it in a private chat. Absolutely, they're gonna push for it. A lot of people aren't gonna understand, but it's not gonna be like an overnight thing. They're not gonna be like, oh, we got you. No, they're gonna look into it. It's gonna be a federal case, 100%, because it happened over the web. And with that being done, the feds don't go after people and arrest them right away. They build something to where you're not walking out free. You're doing time.
This may be relevant. It might be minute since big players are involved now. But I also, Retina or Holly Mae, if y'all could remind everybody that in that small town that Shannon is friends with that Officer Kelly in her town that is trying to, how should we say it, protect her, I guess you could say.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm going to debunk that. When I spoke to the sheriff, he said absolutely not. They are not friends. That is why I called the police department to make sure that they had all the information. And then I called the sheriff's department because I wanted to see who oversees Officer Kelly to make sure that this was actually taken care of. And he said that the reports were brought in. He went to the state's attorney, and then he turned it over to, I can't remember the name of the agency, but that's more like online stuff. And this is what I've tried to explain to people that are like, she should have a mugshot already. No, because yes, I'll use what Snark said. Like if you held a naked picture in Walmart of a kid, you're getting arrested. That's completely different. There's a statute in South Dakota that online, if it is an act performed on or against a minor, it's an instant yes. But since it's an image, and with everything in the world this day, it has to be sent off to be actually looked at. And the sheriff told me, and I'm not lying or joking, he said he would have loved to arrest that woman. So I, for myself, once I again heard about the friendship with Officer Kelly, I went to the next step to find out that it was actually being taken serious. So
okay,
be mad at me if you want, tell people I went real life or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm making sure things were put in place and were taken care of and taken serious.
Listen, I have more respect for people that go real life when it comes to shit like this than the ones that sit down and don't do shit. And when it comes to kids, I don't care.
Because you talk all the
Kids go real
game
life.
that they're gonna do shit and they don't do it.
Yeah.
I apologize. Then I retract my statement.
I mean, she does claim that she's friends with him. She does claim that. So that's why I inquired in a different agency.
Thank you for Bertina for all you've done, and everybody else. Thank you.
So
you're welcome. I'll still be the villain though.
These
Well, since you're going to be the villain, I'll let you take all the credit. I'm just here helping her.
This is the post that I made in regards to the CP and stuff like that. Nothing to do with Florida Man. And then this post is where Florida Man's trying his hardest. I can't remember what that video was about, but this is what I said about Florida Man. Is he for real right now? And then this was a post that was wrote because a screenshot of Holly Mae's post from Reddit. That's when he green screened a post that I made on Reddit. And this was my only response, or this was my response to that. So unless there's another post that Florida Man's talking about, I'm very lost on where I talk shit about him on the interwebs or on Reddit. Also, I'm dramatic ad. That's me.
I love that you and I both troll ourselves when there's a comment about you, like, cancel Holly Mae, and I'm like, Bertina's the worst.
Okay, I am not helping her. I've been canceled. No, fuck that. If you're going to be the villain, I'll let you be the villain.
Viking, I've been the villain over here for months. It's fine. I'm used to it.
Oh, God, not like me. I'm really used to it.
You're the villain all over the app, though, so there's that.
I took a relaxing hiatus. I'm still here, but I don't think you're gonna get me to yell anymore. So
I'm still on hiatus.
Kendra, we can definitely have a conversation about the shit that's been said about Kendra if you would like, Vox, because you have a voice too, girl.
Listen, I'm just here for Vikings clout.
I was also called yesterday a lynch mob leader.
I'm here for Holly Mae's clout. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I'm the clout chaser. Y'all didn't know?
I thought you were the clout factor. I thought you were making the clouts. I'm just here trying to catch you like an Easter egg.
The things that have been said about Kendra are pretty fucking disgusting, and I am guilty of when a friendship ends, throwing shit in people's face. I am, but the stuff that I've heard come out of Smash for the last couple days is icky. Katie.
Can you hear me?
Hold on one second. Okay. Katie's allegedly or whatever, her voice was recorded saying that it came from an adult website, and that is what also was sent. So that's also not my problem.
Like, I just want to point out, I never threw anything shit talking or like jab wise or like bashing. Like, I don't think anything that I had said could be considered that until Smash started throwing me under the bus. Like, she's done our entire friendship, and especially here recently because she thinks that it's going to bother me. But honestly, if you're that bothered in your real life to manipulate people into thinking that you care about them and that you're a really good friend for them, and you know that y'all are close, and then literally admit that you have been waiting for this shit to happen for months. So you admitted to playing in all of your close friends' faces, and then you're going to say that we have turned our backs on you. That explains enough for me. You are showing who you truly are, man, and I mean that's good enough for me. You don't hurt me anymore. Yeah, you stopped hurting me about the third time you threw me under the fucking bus and humiliated me and lied on me. So yeah, if you want to keep on bringing up my real life that you literally have defended me on, so you look dumb because you have defended me over shit, and then you're going to sit here and act like you didn't do it all because you can't remember it. So, you know, if that's not what you want to do and you want to get the karma that will come with the shit you're doing to people that have done nothing but be good to you, that's on you, baby, but it's going to suck.
Yeah, karma comes back, and not right away. The people got to remember, karma comes back slowly. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Eventually, it'll come to you. So, hey, Smashley, hi, I'm Karma. I'm definitely coming for you. There's no...
I would like to point out also, I did in my video, but last night she wanted to say, because I had a conversation with Megan and I told Megan she needed to take accountability for her part in being in that live, right? And I mean, that's a valid, like, hey, dude, you were a part of that. You do need to take accountability for your actions that night, right? And now I am giving grace to the racist. I'm giving grace to the person that disrespects they, them. Why wasn't Malibu given that grace? I will tell you why. Exactly why. You told everybody to get the fuck out of your live. You said, even if you're a mod, I don't want you back in here. Don't come back in here. So I'm sorry that some of us followed your request. So following that request leads Malibu to get no grace. That's on you.
Also, yesterday, Viking, you were praised on how she could have a conversation with you and she can finally see it from the other side. And, you know, she appreciated your perspective. A few nights ago, I went in her live and we had a decent conversation. And then her live got discontinued or whatever, and I don't know if she went back live or not, but we had a conversation, and everything that you were saying, well, not everything you were saying, but kind of the gist, we were talking about the same thing. And she even said and thanked me for seeing my point of view and, you know, hearing it from my perspective on how people were feeling, because I did go live after this whole fucking falling out Malibu thing happened, because I was asked several times if I could open the gas station so people could come on TikTok and vent their feelings about what was going on. It wasn't bashing Smashley. It was talking about the guy that was in her box, as well as a lady named Sassy coming in the box to let us know who that guy was and what he does on this app, which is trolls women very inappropriately, and you know he targets certain women on this app, and she gave the YouTube to prove it. Like, she left the live for a little bit, came back in the live to started tagging people to make sure that they seen this YouTube she was telling them about. Another lady named Blue Sapphire went into Smashley's live to give her the heads up, like, hey, this guy is not a good guy. You know, there's YouTubes on him, whatever. And Malibu shut Blue Sapphire down and said, is there receipts on that? And she was like, I'm trying to tell you what the receipts are.
Oh, yeah, okay, there's a video about him giving to life. Okay. Sorry.
And like 2 days later, Smash still had looked at the YouTube. She's like, oh yeah, what was that again?
And then claimed that we were bashing her. We weren't bashing her. There were people in here snot-nosed, crying, hurt, upset that they just were told to get the fuck out of their friends' live that they've been friends with for well over a year.
If she wants to hurt feelings, I can start showing the fucking DMs, Smash, all the people you've hurt recently and that are upset and actually
I will
hurt.
say this to the chat. to the chat in there that says that they bet that Smashly won't put me in the box?
Somebody that comes in this live for a long time. Every time she comes in the box, she's dropping crumbs, not giving names, and I've always had to ask her, who are you talking about? Then she'll write me on the back end to give me her theory on why Florida man's doing this or why Florida man's doing that. So she put herself in the circle of drama, I guess you could say. But also, too, she was talking about her friend being doxxed. Her friend was doxxed from Stephanie, Bougie, Shannon, and Mallory and Rissa and them. Like, she was doxxed over there. Malibu and Broken Cran were in my box the night they were doxxed while we were listening to Stephanie, Bougie, and all of them live. They were trying to taunt Malibu with her real name, her and Broken Cran. Both of them got highly upset and jumped out of the box. Not like ran out of the box, but they were pissed off, which rightfully so. They were just doxxed. So Smashly claiming that over here is fucked up.
Hey, y'all. Holly, I've been in your box before and said what I'm fixing to say, but I never thought about getting on TikTok. I think I've been on here for about 4 years, and everybody was saying, "Oh, get on there, it's cool." And I got on here, and it was pretty good until I started hearing about how many kids are getting messed with. It's just sickening. I don't understand it. There are so many women out there who are just loose as a goose. Why you have to mess with kids? Us as adults, especially parents, especially women, you know what we go through to bring these precious people into this world. And for people to be messing with them, the ones we are supposed to be protecting, y'all, I'm telling you right now, if you believe in God, you people who are messing with kids, I wouldn't want to be 1,000 miles around you when God brings his wrath down, because you're going to catch some serious fire hell, because this is bull crap messing with these babies, and y'all need some serious help. And Viking, I just want to say thank you for everything that you are doing.
Oh, well, Regina's the one that started it, so I'm just here helping Regina.
That's all I had to say.
Piggyback off that. I really want to piggyback off that. If you are on this app and you refer to somebody that they could be the age of your child, and then you continue to bully them, make fun of them, and drag them, it says a lot about you. I couldn't imagine being one of your children's friends and you not liking them, because that's just kind of disgusting.
I tell you, you people out there messing with kids, y'all need to think about this, okay? Because I went through it. When you're somewhere and you can't feel safe. I used to go to my grandmother's, and I had an uncle who wanted to try to mess with me every time I was there, and I should have been able to go to my grandmother's and feel safe. And I couldn't, especially when he was there. I couldn't enjoy myself. I couldn't run around with other kids. I had to stay under my parents because I was scared. And you can't tell your parents because you feel like you're going to be blamed, like you're doing something wrong. So y'all just, y'all need to, God, Lord, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. Holly, you can kick me out.
All right. I'm sorry you had to go through that. As far as kids, like, I've been screaming, Florida man, if you're still in here, I've been screaming about the kids since Mallory and fucking Bougie were fucking dissecting Petty's child. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to not like, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to not like Petty and want to fucking spread awareness on his character. But I have infertility issues. But my biggest thing in life is people got goals and dreams of, having their fucking dream house and dream car and dream job and dream marriage. My dream is literally just to be able to have a wall that I can fucking measure my child on, that I gave birth to. You know what I'm saying? For them to come home when they go off and get married and see that one wall that they were able to grow like the inches. You know what I'm saying? I never had that as a kid. We moved all the time. Every summer, every year I was in a new school. I never had that. That is my goal in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit what I'm doing right now, what I've done this far. That is my ultimate fucking goal. I have been screaming about children being used on this app in wrong, derogatory, malicious fucking ways since then. I never told you to not go after somebody with kids. I understand that I bring up Bougie a lot. I get that. 100% I get that. Sometimes I irritate my fucking self when I bring her up. Okay? Because I get that I be saying her name a lot. But it's only because Bougie is not innocent in anything that we are talking about except kid stuff. It was just she was going to show court papers. Okay? Then she started getting more deeper into the kid's story. And even then I was saying, Bougie, you don't have to Petty. Go after Petty. Stay the fuck out of that kid's stuff. Because at the end of the day, this is fucking TikTok. It's 2025 and you don't know if that kid's on here, for one. For two, you don't know if the kid's on YouTube, because our shit be posted on YouTube on random YouTube pages. How the fuck you think he's gonna feel coming across the video or a live of his trauma talked about, lied on or told in a different way or whatever, or his mom or whatever the case may be? How the fuck do you think he's gonna feel hearing that from strangers he don't fucking know? She was putting Petty's kid in a situation. So because she don't like Petty, that should be okay?
It's the shit I tried to explain to Mallory. Like, you don't know who's watching. You have no idea who is watching you and who's listening to you, and you weren't there. And so you giving your idea and trying to read the law, like the law or the charges underneath what he was charged with, it could be that the kid got anxiety and he could get the same goddamn charge.
B-Flies.
Why is B-Flies in here?
Did you mean to be in the box? She's muted.
I don't think that did.
No, fuck that, no. Also, Lip Glossy, are you in here listen or are you reporting?
Yeah, I said we were asking into
which
last
two?
Night. I said, because Jana came in here and I said, are you in here to report, to listen, to what? Because I'm asking you guys what your intentions are coming in here.
Can I go really
Does
quick?
everybody remember the clip I played of what?
If I could go really quick before we get too far away from the point I was waiting to speak on.
Oh, God. You got to tell us to shut the fuck up or else I'm going to just ramble.
I know I didn't want to interrupt, but that's why I just raised my hand, all right? Anyways, so I find it funny how Malibu was quote-unquote doxxed in the chat. They put her, name in the chat. But when I was doxxed, well, first names aren't doxing. That's public information or whatever. But at the same time, this is the same person who gets in a box, and if you even happen to talk about somebody who has the same name, why are you talking about me? Bitch, we didn't know that was your name.
Bro, I said a name. I said a random name in a random like we were just talking. Malibu was in the box. We were just talking. And I was like, and I just came up with a random name. And she's like, wait a minute, that's my name. How did you know that? I'm like, what the fuck?
Spent a whole good 5 minutes outing her damn self.
I was fighting for my life in those comments. I was like, Malibu, she didn't fucking know that was your name. She said a random ass fucking name. I was like, it's not that big of a fucking deal. And if anything, you just outed yourself to everybody and told everybody your name anyway. So why would you do that?
No, the double standards are only in their favor. I know. Meanwhile, I got a motherfucker running around here.
That's just like that video.
My dead name here with my unalive cat on it. But that's okay. But somebody happens to make a comment with your name and boo-hoo, woe is me.
And again, she was doxxed by the people that they are now sitting by. Just like what I was saying about Robert's live. Okay, I get if you don't want to be over here, or you don't want to, you know what? Here's my thing. What the fuck was the point? What was the point of coming over here, involving us in any of the shits, making songs, praising, eyes lighting up when me and Ratina would hop in the lives or whatever, all for you guys to just go right back. And this is a pattern with Mallory and all of them. They break up and make up, which, okay, fine. But what the fuck was the point of sitting over here for any amount of time just to fucking go back over there and now claim everything that you participated in and commented on is all this horrible things, double standards and hypocrisy? It makes no sense to me. What the fuck was the point? Y'all could have stayed over there. Why come over here?
Also, vouch for the fact that you were saying that like she'd answer like dry bones or dry questions in the chat and then would give a name in a DM, because I actually was going through my DMs today and found one like that. And I was like, oh, damn. Where we talk about something in a chat and she would do that shit and be like, well, I'll put it in the DM. Nah, bitch, you said it for everybody. Show it for everybody then.
I would like to address one thing. When Holly Mae, when Smashly brought up that I doxed, what the fuck was her name? Shannon? No, what the Joyce. Why didn't you bring up Rissa at the same time? Didn't Rissa dox Smash?
Smash doxed Rissa.
And didn't Smash verify when I put my stuff out that I believe I can find the recording of Smash verifying the employment that Rissa has on her Facebook. So why didn't you bring up Rissa? You just brought up Joyce. Why didn't you bring them both up? There was two of them. So why didn't you bring up Rissa?
Well, that's my question. When did she say you supposedly doxed her? When was this? Before the CP or after the CP?
Way before.
No,
Viking.
Joyce was before. Ratina, Joyce was before. Malibu is after the CP. She's claiming that that's why she's doing what she's doing now. Smashly is claiming the reason why she's doing what she's doing now, meaning nitpicking against people and shit, is because Malibu was recently doxed and told that she should be on a registry. And all of us were like, what the fuck is she talking about? Well, then we went back to like we were looking through all the videos and stuff. There's a comment from Mittens that's made, like they made the registry comment about Malibu having to be on a registry.
See, I said that last night. I legitimately said that. I said Malibu should be on the registry.
Oh, and she didn't. I know, and she didn't fight back to you about that, and didn't. You had nothing. She was like, yeah, okay, I could see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I even said Ray Charles could see where I'm coming from. I'm like,
Yep, but all of this is because everything that you said last night, she was like, oh, I get it now. Oh, I see it now. Oh, this, all of this is literally happening because everybody's saying exactly what you're saying. Even people in her own chat are saying what you were saying.
Well, that's why I said last night. That's why I said last night. I'm like, listen, I don't give two fucks if any motherfucker gets doxxed on this bitch. When it comes to a child, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll turn my own husband in. I don't give a fuck.
I asked him last night, what's worse? Somebody getting doxxed, or somebody's getting doxxed with their information that you can find online, or somebody putting pictures out of children that aren't online, that are getting put online? Which one's worse?
Bro, you heard a child in front of me. I don't give a fuck if you're my own husband.
I said that.
Make a good point last night, Viking. I believe it was last night when I heard it.
Yeah.
I think you were talking to Florida Man about how it's different when it's doxing just someone or it's a parent, because you're now involving their children if someone shows up at their house.
Yeah, what I asked him, I was like, would you dox a child's address? And he said no. Like, indirectly, directly said no. I was like, but knowing that these people have children, you're indirectly doxing the children as well. And I gave an example. I'm going to use Ratina today. Like, say you got a stalker, a pedo out there watching these lives and stalking Ratina and stuff like that, and he knows that she has children and stuff like that, and then this person catches a live where they're doxing Ratina's address. They don't give two fucks that it's Ratina's address. They know kids are there. Now they're going to the kids' address. So doxing people on here just to get petty And they have kids doxing kids. That's how it is. You can say, no, I doxed a grown up. No, they have kids. The kids live there. They're not on their own, so you're doxing children. So that's how I see it. But I will, like I said, I will dox the fuck out of a pedo.
I just want to point out really quick that Viking, before you got in her box yesterday, I think it was the night before, she proceeded to say on live that she was done talking about Shannon and holding Shannon accountable for, posting these things on this app. But yet she wants to talk about us and things because we held Malibu accountable.
What she's showing. I made a video about it when Shannon was talking about Hoodrich, right? And that's another person where Shannon has admitted Hoodrich could be the age of her child, and yet you're telling her to get on a pole and talking about cat nipples. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. So Smash, drags these people, but just a little bit. Do you also know that when she's streaming Dalton, like they can have combos together? They're not like beefing. Like, okay, you do this and you move your screen this way a little bit. And it seems that everybody that she either brings awareness to, somehow she's okay in their chat. She's not getting blocked in all these chats that she streams. All these people that she has issues with all of a sudden make their way back into her live comfortably. Why do you guys think that is? Does nobody else notice this?
Because she proved it whenever, she told me that I couldn't bring the whole problems and the, lies that Casey was putting out on me to her platform because she cared about us both. And she wasn't going to be involved in it. And then I got blindsided by a live in the middle of the night calling me out, saying she had proof of everything when she had proof of nothing on me. So.
No, Neighborhood Watch. I don't know if you're like just somebody that stays in the chat or if you come up in boxes, but you said you just talked to the officer. Would you feel comfortable coming in a box?
They've been in boxes before to prove that they're not people. So I don't see why they wouldn't speak on their behalf. But
I just know some trolls just like staying in the chat only, and
But I also wanted to, because someone was trying to say that Neighborhood Watch is Florida man, but we've heard
No.
boys. No. I know you weren't saying it. I was just saying in general that I saw it in the comments earlier when I couldn't get in a box, and I was like waiting, like I can tell you that's not Florida man.
Oh no, they said that they talked to the officer, and according to the officer, that's not illegal.
Said is that South Dakota has a statute unless it's actually like a video, right, of a performance on or against, and it was sent out to other agencies. Also, somebody sent me that the gas station changed their name. It still says gas station at the top. It just says surveillance something as the name. But yeah, I'm just gonna put this out here. You all know I will always play the long game. I mean, I still made Mallory mad last week, but Smash, you're not gonna nitpick me. It's not gonna happen. So you can try. Nobody, and I'm not really sure why you continue to say you're not scary. Nobody's scared of you. Who is implied that they're scary?
Yeah, they were saying I'm acting hard and I'm trying to be tough or some shit. What the fuck? How I'm gonna be tough sitting on my fat ass on a screen with a green screen? I ain't even showing my face.
want to say for all the people that are still sitting with her and, you know, like just being buddy buddy with her, like you didn't just see her turn on all of her longtime friends, like close friends, and not even care about it. You really just need to sit back and look, because a few of you over there, it's gonna fuck y'all up. It's gonna hurt y'all, and I don't want to see that happen to y'all. So I'm just saying, take it or leave it. You don't have to listen to me.
And if there are people in here that have been in her chat and that were defending her and feeling sorry for her Monday and Tuesday, can any of you find any proof of a live that was held that was talking shit about her? Can you find videos that were made on Monday and Tuesday talking shit about her? Because the chat kept saying they felt so bad for what she was going through and what people were saying and this and that. But none of us were saying anything. The only people that said anything to her was T when she went into T's live. So besides that, can anybody find me any proof of that?
Well, I can find you proof that her chat was pretty quiet about her last night.
I seen her chat upset last night.
Oh, and then she went off on them. Her moderators and her people were telling her like to end to end this, take control. This is vile. When Sassy and them were all in the box, and then once everything, like right when Viking got out of the box and she was giving her, all right, I'm gonna get off speech. She was like talking shit to her own people because they were the ones telling you to take control of your live, and you know what I'm saying?
No, what I was saying is like when I was asking her questions about the pictures and shit like that, her people weren't fucking saying much. Especially after I kept giving good advice on statements and shit like that was made and what people did. Some of the people were sticking up for her until I started saying shit, and then they're like, "Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
shouldn't have done that."
Box me for a second.
It's fucking comical to me.
Who the fuck is that?
Blue.
Wait, where?
Blue's in here. Y'all know that, right?
Hi, Blue. I hope you know that when all that stuff happened and we got into it in her chat, because, you know, I still think you shouldn't be mad at Dalton for the things that he done to you, that you done the same thing back in retaliation. I feel like it's the same thing. But, yeah, she called me and admitted that I was the one in the right and that I shouldn't have got any backlash because I was simply trying to make a point. And that, you know, things were just a little bit too sideways that night. But I really do care about you deep down, Blue, and I know that if what she did to me, hurt me, if you are that close with her, please, I don't care if you hang out with her, but I know you, Blue, this will hurt you, and I am worried, so I'm just saying, just keep a wallet for your safety, dude, please, I'm begging you, just, I don't want you to get hurt.
To take a box, actually. If Blue's in here, I would love him to take a box. You guys, there's nothing for you to read. I was just showing this is her face while somebody is talking about Monster, her wrists. This is her face during it all. I just want you to see that was her face while all that was going on.
Neighborhood Watch said they just got the case number.
Yeah, they messaged
Really quick. GP earlier said she didn't mean to be in a box. It was an accident. And secondly, Shiny Thing, are you okay? All I saw was a comment that said help from you. Okay.
I want to clarify, Blue, I was not saying you're a weak person. I'm saying you have a big heart. And I know that when your friends hurt you, it hurts you the way that it hurts me, because you feel things deeply the way that myself and many others do. I am solely, because regardless of what the fuck happens between me and you, and regardless of how many times I get mad for you, I will always care for you, Blue. And I only want to see you succeed, and I do not want to see you get hurt. especially in that way.
GP, did you mean to be in the box? Cause
Yes.
okay.
I'm
Sorry, I just saw your comment earlier.
shaking. No, I'm shaking right now.
Take your time.
So I don't get in boxes. I'm usually just in the comments or watching. But I feel like this whole mess, this just happened to my niece with her pictures being posted. And I feel like that this is a learned behavior because the person posting her pictures was another child. It was another student who was taking pictures of her behind and posting them on social media.
My God, I'm so sorry.
So she didn't feel safe in 5 classes because this boy was in the same class. They got turned in, went through his phone, talked to him, talked to his family. Well, just recently, one of her friends seen her posted again on Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm upset. I'm shaking. I can't. He's no longer in the school now. The whole family is gone, but I feel like this is learned behavior, and we don't know who all seen those pictures or what those pictures were used for or how many other pictures were taken, because the whole family has been removed from the state and the school. But I feel like this is this could be a learned behavior, and as if we as adults don't do better and spread this awareness, it's only going to get worse. And that's all I want to say. You can just kick me.
All right, love. Thank you for coming up. Kendra, Blue was in that live last night with Monsters stuff being talked about.
Hold on. Before anybody says anything, hold on.
Okay.
I politely messaged Blue and asked him to come here. So
I'm not bashing Blue.
Okay, I know. I just want everybody to be mindful of their tone.
I know.
Are we asking me to come over here because I was in the box with a green screen on?
You were on mute. I will.
I was on mute the whole time.
No, that's not it.
That's why.
Hello?
You want me to say what I wanted to say? Because they said that you were watching Blue, so I did say something to you.
No, I've been sleeping all day because I work overnights.
Okay, well then I'm just going to tell you because they said you were in here, so I assumed, and I did say something, so I just want you to know what I said. Regardless, you know how me and you sometimes do not see eye to eye. I will always care for you, and I want you to just take my. You don't have to take it. Just maybe keep it in the back of your mind. Considering how big of a heart you do have, and how, especially with friends, when you feel like you have made a good friend and then you feel betrayed with the way that me and you we're alike in this way, feel emotions so deeply. I want you to be careful. I know you have a very special bond with Smash. I've always known that. And I've never held like hard feelings or anything. Like I've always known that. I just, I worry about you, and I don't want to see you end up hurt so bad because, if it'll hurt me this bad, Blue, it'll have some impact on you if it's done to you. And I'm just giving you this as a tool to remember and keep yourself safe, okay? And you don't have to, keep it. You don't have to take my advice. It's just me coming as a person who has been friends with you and seen a different side of you, and respects it and cares about you. So.
Hey, Blue, I got to say something real quick.
Okay.
You were in that live last night when I was in there, correct?
There.
So
Hear that and understand that whether one side's fighting or disagreeing or stepping away, that other people still support you on either side, including me.
I mean, like I don't want to like I like doing my little AI photos. I was having fun doing that. Like it wasn't to, trash anybody because I made a gas station photo. But the thing is, it's like I have my opinions not about certain people. I mean, kind of, but it's not like I think it has to do more with I don't know how to say it. Like in my opinion, it's like double standards, right? Like I'm not saying that all of you guys are doing double standards, but I have a big problem with, I don't know if you guys are allowing Bernie in a box.
Not over here.
Not here.
Okay, so I'm not like around a lot because I do sleep during the day. But there's just certain things that I pick up on because of like what has happened to me throughout the last year. And we do have a special bond, me and Smash. And me and Smash have been through the ringer where Smash called me out and, she apologized. And I understand that you guys are going through it with her, but like, I'm not going to switch up on her. I am not friends with Megan. I have not talked to her.
I just want you to protect yourself. That's all I'm asking. I don't care where you said it. Sorry, I'm eating, but like, I don't know. I want you to be mindful of yourself and your peace. I'm so sorry. My mouth is full.
No, you're fine.
That's all. Yeah, it has nothing to do with like where you sit or whatever. And I get the double standards. I was in a box with Bernie yesterday because I wanted to talk to Megan because I thought Megan needed to take accountability for her part of that live, even though she wanted to like throw Shannon under the bus 2 seconds later. I would never hang out with Bernie. There's nobody can convince me that she's a good person and funny and just has all this trauma and that's why she reacts the way she does. Fuck that.
Also, I don't know you, Blue. I thought you and Robert were the same person for the longest.
Oh my God. I do want to say though, I haven't spoke to Megan. I'm not here to bash you, Megan, but I haven't spoke to them since that live. Like I haven't spoke to Shannon. I haven't spoke to Spash. Like I don't condone whatever happened in that live. And also I don't condone people that pretend to be my friend and then sit with the same person that doxed my entire life and associate with that person.
I may not be Blue, but I am. Fuck you, Megan.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm going to dox Blue real quick. Blue lives in a house that's on a street that has a bush next to a tree that's on a road with a street sign.
Hey, you know what? At least
He
it's not
lives with the
abandoned by the
person
river.
with the eyes and the nose and the lips. I'm just playing.
Well, you went too far right there. You really doxed him. I barely gave him the info.
125.
Talk about the dog, okay? Leave the dog out because it's it'll give it away.
I do have a question. I have a
Wait,
question.
Katie, before you say that, RT, are you friends with Smashley? See, RT and I know each other pretty well. We bump heads 90% of the time.
Here's the clip where Megan said that those of us who identify as they, them have.
And like I try to give her the benefit of the doubt and keep trying to give it to her, but she keeps making comments like that. And I have this perspective is that like ever since I got out of treatment was I can't convince people that they, them is a real thing. But there's a line that you can be respectful and respect somebody and not disrespect how they live their life.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry if y'all heard him. He can't hear you, but I can. I
mean, whatever.
Derailing is putting the blame on Smash and not the person who shared that picture.
Well, I will say this. I do talk to Train.
Okay. Baby, BB, whatever troll name you want to be, guess what? Shannon has been drugged and drugged and drugged and drugged and reported to the police and reported to the cyber crimes. Shannon has been drugged. Shannon gets drugged every day. It gets addressed every single day. So for Malibu or Smash to even say, you're putting more blame on me than you are the person that sent it is a fucking cop-out and bullshit. Secondly, we addressed Shannon. We handed it over. what we can do is done. We've spread awareness. Today, we're talking about Smash's behavior. Completely different, separate. You weren't just chatting. You've literally talked shit about people. I've seen it in screenshots. So, whatever. So, are there any more questions?
Over here, we don't cancel out one person's wrong to speak about somebody else's wrong when they're both wrong. Like, I don't know how many times we've said that. One person doing some fuck shit does not cancel out what the last person did that was fuck shit, especially when it has to do with kids. Doxing, putting people in jeopardy in their real life, their children in danger and shit like that. It does not cancel out. Like, it doesn't get canceled out because a new person did it, or new information got brought up on a different person, or the hate bonding, jumping on the fucking bandwagon shit.
Hey, listen, they all did it. They all get the same energy. So going after one person more than the other, that's because we can't get to the other person more than the other person. But they're all getting it nonetheless. So what they can do, get an Uber together. You guys could all report at the same time to the local registry. You guys become best friends there. Then you won't have to worry about your addresses getting doxxed because we could just look it up on the registry and see it. So yeah, you pedos need to literally just chill the fuck out. And anybody that's sitting there saying, "Oh, you're going after this person more, going after that person more," if somebody's going after people that are sharing pictures of kids, who cares how hard somebody goes after them? You should be going after them just as much.
Or in what order, as long as they're all named, they're all mentioned, they're all brought to the light.
I like Viking too.
I don't know what was discussed over here, but I was watching the live with Smash and Viking. Was there something different?
No, Blue, she did not report that until she got threatened by Shannon to show her house, and I have proof of that. We've all seen proof of that.
I got sent that, and I don't know who Dirty Dana is.
Dirty Kendra. I have it on one of my videos where where Shannon or one of them over there was talking about posting Smash's house, and she said, "Post my house and I'll report you for your CP."
So I got stuff sent to me ever since I left that live last night, and one of the things I got sent to me was actually recording in a video showing that the incident wasn't reported right away, like she said it a couple days. So she sat on it. You don't sit on shit like this. And that should be an awareness for everyone. If you get something on a child, don't sit on it. Turn it in right away, because who knows what could happen within an hour, 2 hours, a day, 2 days. Something could really happen to that child, and then you're going to have to live with it. And if it comes out that you knew about it, you're getting charged. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're getting charged with more than what you'd get charged for sending it out. PQ, you said it perfectly. CP is no leverage. You can't use that as leverage.
Is it okay if someone plays the video that you guys are saying?
I'll send it to you, Blue.
Okay.
BB, I'm pretty sure we already discussed this, BB. Even Retina and my buddy Blue, not this Blue, the other Blue, and I'm pretty sure Holly Mae's seen it. Yeah, I used to be vile as fuck. Don't give a shit. I was one vile ass motherfucker. But I'll tell you right now, I could be vile as fuck all I want. I'm not going to stand up for a pedo. I'm not going to sit on something when it comes to a pedo. But now that BB wants to talk and make that little comment, BB, you just classified yourself as if you get anything like CP sent to you, you'd be the type to sit on it.
For the record, Viking, I've never seen you even yell.
Oh, well, that's shocker. Just ask Retina. She already said it earlier. BB, listen, I'm allowed to go wherever the fuck I want.
BB, why don't this is funny to me, is when I want to say something, right? If I have a point, I say it with my face, my name. I don't go in trolling, but you want people to take you serious, right? I am absolutely fucking aware of how vile Viking has been. I am absolutely aware of the crazy shit Viking has said and done. I am absolutely aware of it. I absolutely am. Have I seen it lately? Nope. Sure haven't. Just like me, I'll dox a motherfucker. I fucking sure will. I'll reach out to somebody too, just to prove a fucking point if you want to keep dragging me. You want to come at me first, I will always come at you second. You will never find me going after anybody. But yes, I have also said a lot of vile things. I've done some shit that I shouldn't have, all of it. But guess what? I've owned it. And I'm pretty sure in the last year and a half, I have settled the fuck down. But trust me, that's still inside me.
Oh, so BB, I'm going to correct you on that when you said I'd done stuff to kids. What have I done to kids? I've never done shit to kids. Now that you want to put that false jacket on me, sweet cheeks. What you think I've done to kids? Never fucking happened. Nice try on that one. What I said about kids? Oh yeah, I said some vile shit to the parents about their kids. But it's kind of funny that I've talked to those parents. And those parents are actually my best friends now. So, when you take ownership and accountability for shit and you try to move forward, you can move forward, BB. But since you want to put that false jacket out on my ass, Colby or whoever the fuck you are, you might as well sit the fuck down.
Hey, Viking.
Your vileness to CP and standing up for people who are sending out CP, BB, you're the piece of shit.
Just wanted to let you know, Smash messaged me. She said, hold on. Says that she's downloading her live and she'll talk to you tonight. So said that she's going to screenshot the email and show you tonight in the live. Did you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just waiting for BB to show the proof that she said it in, or he or she, the blocked fake account, said that I did shit to kids in here. So I'm waiting for them to show me where I've done anything to a kid, because you're going to be looking. You're going to be looking like Ray Charles is trying to find his site. You're never going to find it.
Ask a question while I'm up here, though.
You want to ask another one? Because you just asked that one.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. It was to Retina, Holly Mae, and Kendra. So,
my kid was growling at me, so I was not around. So I am so sorry for that.
No, and I'm coming out with this with total respect, and I want to ask this because, like, I was in and out on that live that happened with the one individual that she tried to help with the mental health thing. Can you explain to me what your concerns are about that?
I'll tell you. Nobody was upset that she let him up there after what he put in the chat. Everybody agreed that was the right thing to do. And then what happened is he started making jokes about getting followers, asking for a lion, told them that he would never actually do that. And then they got disconnected and they came back and let him back in the box and was like joking, and people were upset in the chat because some people go through that on a daily basis or help people, and she said to get out. If you don't like it, leave. And so somebody asked Holly Mae to go live, and they went over there to discuss it, and somebody was really, really hurt. And Smash even said later on that she missed those things that he said. She wasn't paying attention. There was so much going on that she missed it. If you missed it and you see how somebody reacted the way that they did, and somebody was really, really hurt. And Smash even said later on that she missed those things that he said. She wasn't paying attention. There was so much going on that she missed it. If you missed it and you see how somebody reacted the way that they did and how hurt they were, why would you say, fuck them, I'm not apologizing to them or talk to them?
Also, when we went live, when I opened up the gas station that night, Blue, it was not to bash Smash at all. Everybody was discussing more of how that guy was and what that guy was saying. I even asked Smash, because they said that, or people were, you know how they go from one chat to the next chat to tell one of us whatever. People were going over to Smash's box or live to ask her to come into the box, even on her backup as she's done plenty of times in other boxes, through the thick of it, when her and Dalton, her and Mallory, her and, you know what I'm saying? Like she'll go in the box to clear something up or to hear the other side or whatever. I even offered that and said, can you just have her come in here, maybe just to hear you guys out so you guys can talk about this. She then turned around and said that was a bashing live on her when it was not.
And I want to say is like, I can't speak for her, but like in my experience, like, you know, a lot of you guys were her friends, and I think that maybe a big factor is that it's hard to confront situations when it is your friends, right? People that you've been sitting with for a long time, if that makes sense.
It does, and I don't know Smash like that, so it's not personal for me with her. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a big, huge devastation fallout. You know, I stopped going in Smash's box after that phone dump live. Go ahead, Kendra. You gotta just talk, girl, because
Oh no, I just didn't want to interrupt. I just want to make a point. You know, like last night she brought up the whole thing like that about my baby daddy and how that situation went and why I left, and then she proceeded to lie and say that I put that out here. And I'm not bashing you by saying this, Blue, but you and Mallory put that out here because I confided that in you because we were friends at that time, and you've apologized for that. That's why I don't hold you
Put it out
accountable.
there, yes.
But she lied on me last night and said I outed that. Yes, I get she's hurt because we turned our backs. No, we wanted her to hold Malibu accountable. Something is up. Why is she going to throw everybody that has been there for her more and longer than Malibu under the bus for Malibu? What is the point? We wanted her to understand what Viking is apparently getting her to understand this entire time, because it's us and because we were finally calling Malibu out on the shit we have all felt for months, because she wouldn't let us, because we felt unheard and diminished and would get attacked anytime we brought up anything about Malibu, which I feel like a friend shouldn't do. It was just bullshit. Like, we got attacked for it. So why are you going to do all of this for Malibu and then blame us and act like we are the ones that caused it? And then hurt us, and I have never threw up a fucking real life thing in her face this entire time, Blue. And she's doing this shit to me because she thinks it fucking hurts me, and it doesn't. It shows she's a piece of shit.
Also, I wasn't around. Like, I physically was not nowhere on the app when this whole thing happened with Malibu sending the picture and Smashley and all that. They were comparing, as in Smashley and people in her comments, were comparing this platform to her platform, making it like, well, Holly Mae's place or platform isn't a safe place, or isn't a safe place or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? I've always said that. Like, we don't run our platforms the same. There's no comparison. So you shouldn't even brought my name into shit when I wasn't around.
Yeah, I was scared to go out of the box over here.
I don't know why.
I'm going to answer the question that was asked before the dude got blocked. So they asked, do I even know who I'm sitting with right now? Insinuating when you guys are something that you guys aren't. Yeah, I know who Rutina is. Rutina and I bumped heads before, I'm pretty sure. We don't go in each other's lives. This is probably the first time I went live with her, God knows how long. Holly Mae, I've only jumped in her live one time because I heard her name, and it was fun. Dirty Dan, nope. Baby Blue, he was in live last night. So, yeah, to answer your question, I know who I'm in lives with. I mean, that's about it. But they ain't no pedos.
Also, Smash saying that I doxed people. Smash saying that I doxed people last night, saying she heard it. She didn't know, but she heard it. For one, if you don't know, then you shouldn't have spoke on that. Second off, the nerd shit is a done, dead issue. I never fucking doxed her at all. I showed exactly what I put in the Discord when I was on Discord. Like, I showed exactly what I put in a private Discord on TikTok. Like, I showed it recently. So there's no point of, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth about that.
Question, I keep saying that, sorry, but would you guys be willing to, if I can't say that she'll do it, but if she's willing to have a conversation tonight?
I will. Blue, the way he has fucking came at me over real life shit, and I have not made a fucking jab at shit that she's told me in the confidence of us being fucking friends, that is shitty, and she's doing it because she knows it fucking hurts me. She can get fucked. I'm sorry, period.
But Kendra, and I can say this, right? Like, Me and you, I did this to you, right? And we had a conversation.
No, because I'm done. And I get I have a conversation with you and we can be cordial, but this is a different level, Blue, because there's a lot of shit that I'm just holding the fuck in that only Rivka knows about because I only fucking told Rivka because she's my best fucking friend. There's a lot of shit that a lot of people don't know about that she's done to hurt me in the fucking past, okay? While we were friends and I gave her chances and you know what she did? She fucking hurt me again. No, thank you. It's not anything against you, but she is never going to have access to me again. Ever.
You talk about Smashly?
Yeah, we're talking about Smash.
Okay, so I'll answer the question. Yes, I would love to jump in her live tonight. I got a bag of gummy bears on the line. So definitely want to jump in that live.
Gummy bears.
My response is that I had a conversation with Smashly, and I didn't think that it was this horrible. I mean, the same way she exited or ended the conversation with me is basically the same way me and her was like that. You know, she seemed like she listened, like she heard me. I heard her. Next thing you know, the next day in Pastor Petty's live, it was like everything I said went in one ear and out the other. And then now she's on her. I'm going to rip them to shreds and nitpick everything. So for me, like, I'm good. And I tried to get in her box last night and was denied. So, I mean, there's no point of me and her having a conversation. It is what it is for me. Around and sat on people's information and doxing people and shit like that. I'm not going to stop talking about that, but Smash isn't really involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep moving how I'm moving, basically, is my point. For me, that's my
Dalton,
response.
get the fuck out of here.
As I'm in a box.
But to answer your question, Baby Blue, when I said that I got a bag of gummy bears on the line, people are betting that I won't be able to get in that box tonight. I took them on that bet, so I kind of need my gummy bears. I just ate a whole 5-pound bag this week, so I need more.
Oh, I know you'll be in a box. I have no doubt in it.
Which one is Dalton?
I can't be in the live if you guys are saying his name.
That's legally, Blue can't do that, so.
Okay, well, which one is the wannabe P. Diddy?
Oh, the diddler.
Yeah, the diddler. Which one is the diddler?
Be true to you or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay, y'all can't talk about that person with Blue.
You just can't say his name. That's it.
Okay. I didn't know how that worked.
Because you a nasty motherfucker. Did you hear about them comments, Viking? About how he was telling who was it, Kendra? Because I don't know the whole story.
Maybe Blue should exit for just a few moments for safety reasons.
Yeah, just in case if anybody slips up. Yeah, thank you, Blue. I'm sorry.
I love you, Blue.
You need to tell a story about what happened with that?
Yeah, because I don't know the exact shit.
So don't quote me because it's been a little while, but there was, okay, Dalton is a person who goes live. He's been on this app for years, and he likes to cause problems. He likes to create an audience of people who are easily manipulated. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm not trying to say anything rude. He comes after people he knows he can manipulate and make them believe him really easy. Does that make sense?
If you want to know something recent, when this CP picture was shown about the children,
he said "rar" to the picture.
Not only did he say "rar," wait a minute. Not only did he say "rar," but when they were like, "Okay, you guys, to make sure to tap the screen," his question was, "Can I tap it with my no square?"
Forgot about that. Oh my god.
The fuck?
He's a boy. He let a minor get in his box. Mind you, he went in Mallory's box one day and showed a 15-year-old.
He's letting a minor get more than just his box.
He let it get in his box and alive, and then he asked if he wanted Dalton to be his stepdaddy, talking about himself. Do you want me to be your stepdaddy? And then said something about P. Diddy or something like that. Like he's done it multiple times.
Told him that he's gonna told the minor that he was gonna make him, or he was gonna have him be Justin Bieber while he was Diddy. A nasty little boy.
Listen, his wife lives with his sugar daddy, and Dalton has to ask permission to go into the house. So, Florida man's the expert. I'm just repeating what I heard. Yes, the night I went over to confront Dalton, he had fucking spread love in there, and I was like, "Yo!" The first thing I said to him, I was like, "You really shouldn't have spread love in here. She does some really nasty things. Don't talk about the people in here." Like, you're letting somebody that uses deceased children on their page as their content hang out in your life. That says a lot about you.
Viking, he took a obituary of a 14-year-old, somebody's random, like some random person's kid, mind you, that is unalived, and came on here and boldly tried to convince everybody that that was his twin brother that passed away, and we called it out.
I asked this, but you guys are gonna see how vile I can get. But does that motherfucker like legitly have a deceased sibling?
No. It has.
Does anybody know? Does he have anybody family
TikTok
members?
FBI in the comments. She had kicking it with Katie. That's who's in the comments. She has so much proof on this man. That would be your best bet to go to for like proof, like clips and all that good stuff.
Is that the one I followed?
I know I have so many though, but my main account's doing so good right now, so I don't want to like lose it. But so I don't remember how I found Dalton, but I went through so much like research.
I didn't mean to get up
finding
here.
things on him.
Somebody kicked me.
But no, he never had a twin brother. Like, he never did. It was a lie. He admitted back in October it was a lie. I don't know why he did it. He claimed that it was his best friend in childhood. But when I contacted the family said that they didn't know him.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to message me, I got you. But I'm going to drop down because my dogs are insane.
I think she just jumped up here because she thinks somebody goes to Albany to get her candy too, but that's
Oh my God, that's so crazy though. 219 gang. This is hilarious. I love that.
That's crazy. As soon as I said we got an Albany's factory down the road, you're like,
I was like, wait, me too. Okay, small world. Love that for us.
oh yeah. I will ask Alexa eventually.
That's funny as fuck. That's so funny.
Yeah, I don't watch the Dalton guy. I don't know too much about him. I have seen him in lives though, recently with all this shit and with Shannon a lot. You know, like it's crazy. It's mind blowing and disgusting.
Where did Retina go?
She said she'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna hop down for a little bit. I might come back up in a little while. I got to do some things and check some things. And my child's at the park, and I need a minute to just breathe. I love you, Holly Mae. Thank you for this. And thank you, Viking, for pointing out and going up there and just being the voice of reason.
You're welcome.
I just wanted real quick, the Be True to You that came in here was the Be True to You 81 or 1981. I don't remember exactly, but that is not Dalton.
Oh, okay.
That's who I saw come in when just before Retina said that. So I don't think, I think that's who I saw come in anyway. And that's not Dalton. I think they should probably change their name.
Usually when, cause they've gotten mixed up before and usually when it happens, they'll write in the comments like, no.
Right. And I don't know if they were maybe just passing through so they didn't hear everything. I don't know, but I just wanted to clarify. I saw that one come in, and that's not Dalton.
Well, it was God's will for Dalton to be talked about then.
Right. That's all good. I'm here for that.
All right, but I'm gonna be ending so I can get my rest of my day started. Thank you for coming up, Viking.
Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy the live tonight when it Smashly goes live. Everybody that bet against me, just message me when I get in that box. I'll let you know what's up.
All righty. Oops. What's up, Queen of Blessings? Oh.
Bye, Queen.
Oh, yeah, she was in, and what the heck? Did you mean to come up, Queen?
I'm going to jump out so you could finish doing your face.
All righty. All right, y'all. Yeah, she was up. She said it was an accident. Love you too, Jess. At work. Oh, love you too, Jess. You're welcome. No, girl, I'm a Sagittarius and a Scorpio. I'm a cusp. Even the Lord Jesus didn't know what to do with me. I'm just playing. All right, I'm going to get off. You guys have a good Saturday. If you're in the streets, look both ways. Be cautious when crossing streets. Okay. Good night. Or I was going to say good night. Bye.